that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Tampa. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Irving here from the gun. This gets up past the 20. And he'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Once again, Irving. And a big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
180! What's that?
Baker now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. Into traffic, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bucs have the 1st. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
1st down, here's Baker. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him gets into that red zone at the 19.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Good. Run. What's that?
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. And now they face 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Alert! Good. What's that?
Baker throwing again. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Good. Done.
3rd and long for him here. It's complete. This is Egbuka. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go.
What's that?
And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Coughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On the gun, it's Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
You can was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. Was out just shy of their own 45 after that interception and return. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Another one for Gibbs. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Lions have a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go. Ready?
Again, it's Gibbs. It's the tackle. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. That one's complete right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Incompletion still at that 31-yard line. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Cut out left. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Go!
To throw again, it's Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's out the clear. 30. Gets the 10. And he takes this one back. Gets a pick 6 and a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Dave, I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game, or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Daniels coming back after that pick. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's a pretty cool look right there. The kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. And that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Screen here for Gibbs. Blast through midfield. And he's finally brought down at the 33. Give him 32 on that play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Big strike here to Williams. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense will go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. To the air again. Daniels. Throws caught. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Ready.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Now Daniels off the play action. And he's got it. It's in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
3rd and goal now. Can they find that final yard?
Let's go now. Ready.
Gibbs. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Lions make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. Whoa, and he gives himself up quickly to the surprise of, well, us and his entire team. Awful field position to start. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
180! Watch out!
Starting the drive here with Gibson. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You pin him back. It's a terrible field position. You run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read. Brock got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
180! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Throwing again is Baker. Completed over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
180! Watch out!
Mayfield looking to throw on his 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. He gets 6 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. That's him on a quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from the 43. Mayfield to throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
180! Stop!
Stick it in the air. Here's Mayfield. He puts some juice on a deep throw. This is brought in at the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Baker throwing again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 13-point lead. Laughlin sets on the extra point. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Come on. Let's go.
Rolling on 1st down. Daniels sends this to the end zone. He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a one-score game in the 1st half. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8.
Well, that's the case. Either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Hey, alert 33.
2nd down, Mayfield to pass. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. It's complete. This is Nguka. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. 16 on the pickup. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Regular. 180. Stop.
Throwing again. It's Mayfield. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Once more, it's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's good for a 1st down.
1st down, here's Baker. Complete out to the right side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Run. 180. One time.
First down throw here, Mayfield. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space behind those completions outside the pocket.
All set now, 1st and 10.
180. Point it right. One time.
Baker now from the gun. He's got it at the 6. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 13-point lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Taken in by Williams outright. Rolling into enemy territory. It's a race down the right side. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Lions 21. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Gets it through the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Goes to the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Complete out to the right. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Lions 21. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Chase Brown now to return it. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. He could get there. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
Hey, I know we all wanted to see him finish that score. His teammates certainly did as he was rolling down the field. But this offense will tip the cap and say thank you kindly and try to go finish the touchdown out themselves.
This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 70, Kimbo.
Gibbs will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Here we go.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. He's got it. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him.
Got it. Ready?
So they get dinged for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. So here he is, getting his 2nd field goal look of the half. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And that gets him back to within 11.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Regular. 180. What's that?
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, Mayfield. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
33. Run. 180. Real. What's that?
Mayfield now from the gun. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Going all the way to the end zone here. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go. Start. Let go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. It's Gibbs out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
We've set it downs from the 37.
Ready.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. This doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Play made by Jacob Parrish.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
His running back rolls it in deep right. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that gives them first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. Gibbs does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. It's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
With the wrong direction the last play, need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. They've got a man in motion. Throwing now, Daniels. That one connects. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5.
Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Drive begins with a run by Irving. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
Mayfield set to pass. It's his running back. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Lions in the nickel. This is third down. Here he goes, third and long. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
Flushed out of the pocket. Has it at the 7. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. To throw, Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and goal coming up from the 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action now. Daniels. Dumps it off to his running back. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
On the set.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's third and goal.
Let's go.
To throw again, it's Daniels. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions bring it back to even. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returnable from the 1.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Bucs to the line. First and 10.
180.
Gibson here from the gun. And we'll have this to up around about the 15-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
180. What's up?
Baker now from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
180. What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 38 on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
What's that?
The counter gives to Gibson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now we had a 3rd down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Dead.
Baker now. That's caught for the first. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's good.
Alert, 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 alert.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down. Here's Baker. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home.
Let's go.
Working quickly here.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
Point right, point right, point right. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. The 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Buccaneers field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. And this one is launched downfield. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Daniels setting up the play action. Jump off caught by his back. Room inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Gibbs. to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Daniels to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first one. You just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It's a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Baker. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Looking quickly here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
2nd and very short, looking to pass. Caught by his back, Gibson escapes the defender. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Good. Point it right, 180!
Baker throwing again. Into the hands of Cole. And they get this down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
180!
Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call a gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that 1st. It's 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Up. Start.
Desperation time here. It's complete. This is Nguka. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offense coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Start.
Once more, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th-quarter lead. Is to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3.
48, Lions 45. Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
14 yards. It's 3rd down.
Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. And in motion, headed right. Back to throw it. Taking a deep shot here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. This goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. They'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Baker now from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
King! Attack!
Mayfield now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 8 on that one. And the Bucs have the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 50-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
Run. 180!
Mayfield with a blitz coming. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They get 35 out of that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throws caught. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Good. Point it right. 180!
Throwing again. It's Mayfield. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Almost a completion to the wrong team there. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Quick throw is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
Buccaneers 55, Lions 45. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. His running back rolls it in deep right. It's 16 yards on that play. That is good for a Detroit 1st down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 4-point game here in the 4th.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. It's got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers only up by a few. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Set. 180. Hurry, hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Lucky to still have this football, Brock. Now let's see if they can come through on 3rd down.
Real. 180. Done.
Looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
That's taken on the 7. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready.
Setting up to pass. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Back to throw. That's on Porta again. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st down from the 42. Shotgun handed out to Gibson. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. He's drawn up for him. So it's a win for the Buccaneers.